if you want to be ahead of the trends, sometimes it's best to not follow the trends. That was so unfashionable a few years ago to wear early 2000s clothing, and now it's back. So honestly guys, just do whatever you want to do because trends are so stupid these days. And I know sometimes we save our designer items for special occasions or for times when we feel more pretty or whatever it is, but I've been trying to make a habit to just wear all my fancy clothes and whatever the case may be, even if I'm just eating dinner at home. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, I'm Jess. Recently I've been thinking about when people make videos on wardrobe staples, things to build a capsule wardrobe, or how to dress yourself to look elegant, how to dress yourself to look amazing, stylish. I've been thinking about like what is the perfect wardrobe formula, and to be honest guys, it really depends on how much effort you want to put into how you're dressing. Because if you buy a leather jacket, if you buy a blazer, if you buy those beautiful Christian Louboutin pumps but you're too lazy to wear them, then they're not really wardrobe staples. So before you invest lots of money into these wardrobe staples, maybe really consider how you dress and how you want to spend your money. I was watching Anna Bay's channel recently, and I have casually watched her channel over the past few years, and I came across a video where she was talking about how you dress yourself at home when you're not necessarily going to have people over, you're just lounging around. Are you somebody who wears their leggings with holes in them and then these like, you know, cartoon t-shirts? I know I am, guys. And she was saying how we shouldn't really dress ourselves like this even when we're by ourselves, because it's showing we're not showing our self-respect by wearing these old clothes. But we should wear clothes that are like, you know, matching cords maybe in cashmere, or you should wear like a silky nightgown, silk pajamas, you know, something that makes you look more elevated. Recently guys, I've been coming home and putting on a nice skirt and a nice top, and I've been kind of elevating the way I dress even when I'm by myself, and I've realized it's really made a huge impact to my mood. And I'm noticing that, yeah, I'm wearing more skirts and more like fitted tops and all that, though today I'm wearing like, you know, sporty clothes. It is nice to sometimes form a habit of dressing nicely even for yourself. And I have so many beautiful investment pieces that I've bought over the years, like leather jackets, like trench coats, you know, Chanel shoes, a Birkin, and I find myself always diverting back to these like rags of clothes that I just wear when I'm by myself. And I'm really trying to break that habit for myself and really just dress nicely for myself, whether I'm going out or not. And by doing this, I'm really utilizing timeless investment pieces that I've been buying over the last few years. So before you invest into something that is, you know, over a few $1,000s, whether it's a Balmain blazer or Chanel Ballet flats, really consider as to whether you're going to build a habit to wear those things. Have you been wearing cheaper versions of these things over the past few years? Well, then maybe it's a good idea to invest in the more expensive version. Instead of opting for a puffy jacket because you don't want to wear your cashmere trench coat, well, really change your mindset, guys. Maybe you can wear that fancy coat, guys, instead of wearing the puffer jacket. I know in Melbourne, a lot of people just walk around in sports clothes, puffy jackets, and, you know, today I'm wearing sports clothes again. But there is really something nice that I've noticed recently about dressing up. And, well, I just want to go through some of these wardrobe staples that we're kind of being told to buy to build a capsule wardrobe, and whether we really need them or not. So first one, I've been noticing a lot of influencers say that is a wardrobe staple is Chanel Ballet flats. Chanel Ballet flats have a long history to them. You know, Coco Chanel wanted to make her foot look smaller, so that's why it has the black little cap on the toe to make your leg look elongated, but your foot looks smaller. And, well, over the years, Chanel ballet flats, I would say, have gone in and out of fashion. There was a phase where ballet flats were completely out of fashion, and now they're back, and people have always said they're a wardrobe staple. But don't buy these Chanel ballet flats unless you really think you're going to wear them, or make a habit to wear ballet flats. If you're somebody who is always in sneakers and you don't think you're going to be able to change your habit to wear ballet flats, well, there is no point in investing in the ballet flats unless you want to change your style, which it's something I'm actually trying to do. I'm trying to wear nicer shoes and diverge away from the sneakers. Okay, next is a Burberry trench coat. I love Burberry trench coats. I think they are so elegant, chic. You can dress them up, dress them down. But I hear a lot of people saying that they never would wear a trench coat, or they're more of a puffy jacket person or a quilted jacket person. But it really depends on how you style yourself. If you want to look more elevated, if you want to wear more dresses, more tailored trousers, even if you are just out on a casual day, a trench coat is a really stylish way to elevate your outfit. But if you are honestly somebody who will not wear it, there's no point in investing into it. And let me know, guys, are you somebody who opts for more puffer jackets, or are you more of a cashmere coat / trench coat person? Because I've noticed that in Melbourne, at least, I noticed a lot more people wear puffer jackets, which, to be honest, can be a lot warmer. But you can get some beautiful, warm, more elevated coats as well. I just noticed a lot more people going for those more sporty styles. A leather biker jacket. Leather biker jackets are also a style that has come in and out of fashion over the years. I do think it's, in a way, a classic, but that really small tailored biker jacket look is something that I bought a Celarot biker jacket a few years ago, and admittedly I don't wear it as often as I thought I would. And that is a piece that I'm going to try and implement more into my wardrobe this year, because it does look quite cool, it does look quite elevated, and especially Celarot makes the most beautiful biker jackets, and they're just so detailed. Let me know, do you still wear leather biker jackets? Because there was a phase, I feel like around 2018, 2017, where they were really trending, and then they kind of became less relevant again. Straight leg jeans. I hear so many people saying that skinny jeans are out of fashion, and then at the same time, not everybody can pull off wide leg jeans. So if you want to be effortlessly chic, to wear straight leg jeans. But to be honest, guys, it really depends on what you want to wear. If you don't like the feeling of 100% cotton straight leg jeans, which I know is like the pinnacle of denim, then go for your skinny jeans, because the thing is, you have to be also comfortable with what you're wearing. You can dress elevated, but you don't always have to go for what is the most timeless look. If straight leg is not your thing, then wear skinny jeans. Skinny jeans is not your thing, then wear wide leg. I think jean silhouettes are very personal, and because fashion is going more faster than ever, I hear a lot of people saying that loose fit and even low rise and straight fit is in at the moment. But because that's in at the moment right now, I'm sure, guys, that skinny leg will be back, in another year or so. So if you want to be ahead of the trends, sometimes it's best to not follow the trends, to be honest, which sounds crazy. But if you look at even like the Y2K trend at the moment, that was so unfashionable a few years ago to wear early 2000s clothing, and now it's back. So honestly, guys, just do whatever you want to do, because trends are so stupid these days. And actually, I consciously try and not follow trends, because I know how you can actually look like a bit of a fashion victim if you follow trends as well. If you're somebody who doesn't like the look of low-rise jeans, if you're somebody who doesn't like the look of a corset with low-rise cargo pants, then don't wear it, because that is just so 2024 trends trying to be Y2K. You don't have to get sucked into it. You can actually just wear things that you've had for many years, and I'm sure as well they'll come back in fashion. What's important is that you feel elevated in how you dress, and that you feel comfortable in how you dress as well. That being said, sometimes fashion can be a little bit uncomfortable. Putting on those heels may not be the most comfortable thing. You don't want to dress like a schlob either, but sometimes wearing those heels makes you feel like a princess. It makes you feel fancy, as does putting on a biker jacket or an elevated trench coat. So yeah, although don't get into the habit of being lazy, guys. Like, also try and dress nicely. I'm trying to do that for myself as well. This is why I always put on makeup. This is why I always, brush my hair. Like, there's just little things that you can do to always make yourself feel good about yourself, because it's not about impressing others. It's just about feeling like, I have got control over my appearance, and I take pride in the way I look. Okay, next thing that I don't think is that necessary, but it can really elevate your wardrobe is, as I said before, a good pair of black or nude pumps, whether they're Louboutins, whether they're Gian Vito Rossi. What is it? What is that brand, guys? Stuart Weitzman, whatever. I don't know, whatever heels that you love. Yes, I think for some people these are a wardrobe staple. Now for me, I tend to go for more of a flat shoe. I think you can still look quite elevated with a flat shoe, even if you go to a wedding, or a small low-heeled pump. But some people just, you know, wearing heels gives them that extra kick that they love. So for some people, it may very well be a wardrobe staple, and in some office situations, you may wear high heels. For me, I have never invested in Louboutin heels because I just don't really wear heels anymore. I did in my early 20s, but now I opt for more, you know, Mary Janes. Like, I love sometimes if I want to look like a little bit cutesy, I just wear these Vivaya shoes, Mary Janes. They're very trending at the moment. Or I have some, you know, lace-up brogues or something, some patent leather shoes. I even have been wearing a lot of boots lately, which is a little bit more elevated than a sneaker. So, yeah, I wouldn't say pumps are necessarily, you know, you don't need it, but it can help you if you are wanting to look a little bit more glamorous. A tailored blazer. Now, I was noticing that there was a trend a few years ago to buy the Balmain blazer, the tailored Balmain blazer, but I wouldn't say this is everybody's cup of tea. You can go for a more loose-fitting blazer, an oversized blazer. You can go for like a linen blazer, a summer blazer, or you can wear like a really nice cardigan. For me, I do wear blazers very seldomly these days. I used to wear them a lot more of the, not really a tailored blazer. I would wear more of a kind of straight fit or like oversized, more of a drop shoulder blazer, something like that, or a raglan sleeve coat, something more like that. I actually prefer more of a raglan sleeve, like cutesy little jacket, swingy jacket, or I actually prefer to wear nice cardigans with pretty buttons, that sort of thing. So a tailored blazer isn't necessarily a wardrobe staple if it's not your style. You can also opt for an elevated jacket or a really nice cardigan, or even like a cashmere cardigan, or I don't know, I have a lot of Angora fluffy cardigans, which I don't even know if Angora is like, if many brands do Angora anymore, but I do love a fluffy cardigan. Okay, a designer t-shirt or hoodie. So I know a lot of people buy designer t-shirts and hoodies thinking that they'll wear them all the time. It's a wardrobe staple. But honestly, guys, wearing a designer t-shirt, although it says the brand, it may make you feel more fancy. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a staple. You can look quite stylish with just a simple t-shirt from any brand, even just Uniqlo or something, and by elevating your outfit with, you know, maybe jewelry that you have. It doesn't have to be designer jewelry. Elevating your outfit with the outerwear, elevating your outfit with the makeup or the hair or something like that. You don't have to wear a brand on yourself to feel elevated or to feel like that. I wouldn't say that's necessarily a wardrobe staple, but I know a few years ago I did invest in some designer t-shirts, and they're things that I still wear, but I wouldn't say that they actually can look a little bit dated as well. But, you know, in a way, I still wear them because I know they'll probably come back in fashion again, so I don't really worry about it. So if you still have that Balmain t-shirt, if you still have that Gucci t-shirt, just wear it. Even though quiet luxury is in at the moment, don't feel bad about wearing your clothes, because as I said, it's very hard to be constantly the most fashionable person because trends go so fast that you really cannot win. And that brings me to designer jewelry. So wearing like a Cartier bracelet or a VCA bracelet, you know, I've got a Justin Clue ring. I don't have much designer jewelry. It's not necessarily going to make you look that much more elevated as to if you went to a jeweler and got something made, or you bought some nice rubies or, you know, diamonds yourself from a non-designer brand. Buying a designer brand piece of jewelry is going to cost a lot more, and although it's a bit of a flex to wear, you know, that latest Tiffany lock bracelet or the Tiffany hardware earrings, it's not always necessary. Do I love the look of designer jewelry? Yes, I would love a VCA bracelet, obviously. I would love those Tiffany hardware earrings, but it's not a wardrobe staple like a lot of people say. The love bracelet is such like a staple, like the Justin Clue, but it's just not the case. And that also goes for designer watches, like wearing a Rolex, wearing a Cartier watch. I don't think it's necessarily that necessary. These days, I wear my very unfashionable Apple Watch because I like to check my messages. I like to just see how many steps I've done, whatever, get an update on, you know, it's just a little bit more practical. The Apple Watch is the most ugliest fashion accessory ever, in my opinion. Like, it's actually so ugly. So maybe I need to change that habit as well, because I am trying to be a little bit more elevated lately, just for my own mental health. Like, it does make me feel better if I just put a little bit more effort in, and looking down at this Apple Watch does make me feel like that's a bit ugly. Like, maybe I should buy a designer watch, or not even a designer watch, like just a nice watch. It could make me feel better about myself. But let me know, guys, is a nice watch a wardrobe staple for you, or a designer watch? Do you feel like you need to spend a lot of money on a watch? Because I know for some people that's like a whole nother category, as is handbags. And yeah, I guess also a designer handbag is not necessarily a wardrobe staple. Now for me, I'm obsessed with handbags, so I love wearing my designer bags, but it's definitely not necessary. You can buy a beautiful leather bag from any brand. We have a local artisan that makes leather goods. Maybe you found a seller on Etsy, whatever it is. There, you don't have to pay designer brand price to look elevated or even to feel better about yourself necessarily. Then I'm just gonna go to like my final two because I'm blabbing on a lot, but a designer card holder. So a lot of people will buy a designer card holder as an entry-level piece, but if you just don't really care about having a designer card holder, honestly, I wouldn't say it really elevates your look that much more than just any old wallet. Even some people just get the phone cases with the card holders built in. I mean, that's probably just as practical. So I wouldn't say a designer card holder is a wardrobe staple, although sometimes it seems like most YouTubers would say it is, as like a Louis Vuitton key clay or something, but it's not really. You really don't have to spend much on a card holder. It is literally just like a square of leather, and they are quite overpriced for like what is in it. Is literally like the most basic thing to make. And yeah, finally, an Hermes silk scarf. I love my Hermes silk scarves. I have bought quite a few. I find that like sometimes I just wear a plain t-shirt and I just put a silk scarf on, and it really gives me this like fancy look. But I have heard so many people say who are on their Hermes journey that they bought silk scarves and they never wear them and they just sit in their wardrobe, and I can totally understand why that way may be, because they do look quite prim and proper and almost like a flight attendant. So if this is not your style, then don't go for it. I wouldn't say it's a staple, but you do have to make an effort to wear things that you buy sometimes. So I do make an effort to wear my scarves because I think they're really pretty. Are they necessary? Do they keep me that warm? No, it's just more of an accessory. If you've invested into these wardrobe staples, you really have to make a conscious effort to wear them. And although it may seem easier to just wear the lounge, wear your dirty old clothes, just try and put more effort into wearing your designer items, because I know sometimes we save our designer items for special occasions or for times where we feel more pretty or whatever it is, but I've been trying to make a habit to just wear all my fancy clothes, and whatever the case may be, even if I'm just eating dinner at home, even if I'm just walking around the neighborhood, I'm really making an effort to wear more elevated clothing. And even if I feel a bit, you know, slobby that day, I might just put on some track pants, but maybe wear a nicer jacket over the top, or a nice scarf, or some nice jewelry, something to make you feel a little bit fancy. Yeah, so anyways, let me know, do you think some of these designer wardrobe staples are worth buying, or does it really depend up to the individual? Because I think it does depend on the person, and there is no right formula as to the way you dress, I think, anyway. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys on my next one. Bye!